Turning focus now to Bangladesh, where the Supreme Court has overturned the death sentence of a Jamaat-e-Islami leader in a high-profile war crime case. Azharul Islam was acquitted on Tuesday by the Appellate Division of the Supreme Court, clearing him of charges that were tied to atrocities during the country's liberation war against Pakistan in 1971. He was sentenced to death due to some very serious cases which included genocide, murder and rape. But guess what? He is now a free man walking out. What does this mean? And more importantly, what this case is all about? Let me get in my colleague Vishal Vivek to bring us up to speed with what are the charges against Azharul Islam and how things have now changed in Bangladesh. Haven't they, Vishal?
So as you mentioned, Gauri, there are a plethora of charges against this person. You already mentioned that there are charges of genocide, murder, rape, you name it. So this person was accused of almost all things imaginable under the sun, and he had been sentenced multiple times to death, but somehow he is now walking free. So this is just one instance of Bangladesh going into disarray. It already has a list of items that can throw the whole country to disarray, and add to that this person being released. And already it has shown some effects in the sense that two leading student organizations have already clashed soon after the release of this person, and they fought. Many dozens of people were injured in that fight, and there were one supporter on one side, and there was also some left-leaning students on the other side. So the effects of this release are already being seen. Whether or not it will spiral into a bigger conflict, that remains to be seen. Bangladesh already has a lot of issues to handle, and this will also add to the problems. And there had been many attempts to hold this person inside a cell, but all of that has failed. And the fact that this is the highest authority in the Bangladesh system that has acquitted him, now there is no other option other than to release him, and there won't be any other courts that could handle the case, because that was the highest authority, unless there are some fresh pleas made.
Right.
And so it remains to be seen how this progresses further.
All right, let's leave it there, Vishal. Thanks much for bringing us up to speed with that shocking overturn that took place in Bangladesh, where a war criminal just walked out free.